Well, we're all about celebrating the red, white, and blue today, and I'm here with Keith Phelps. And Keith, you have something really cute for us, right?
Yes,
for our house?
we are going to make something for your house, for your front door. It could be put on a gate,
I
on
love
a
it.
wall. So we're going to make a really fun wreath. To start off with, we're going to use some of the styrofoam, and I'm probably going to cut that maybe about 6 inches long. What we're going to do with that is zip tie it, of course,
Yes.
onto our wreath frame. So what we're going to do is just double zip tie this on so that it keeps it in place here
right.
for us.
Super.
We don't want to pull it too tight though, because it would cut through our block.
Okay.
Now we're going to take our wire cutters and just cut the extra tabs off, and then I am going to let you go ahead and put the moss
Give
on
some
this.
Spanish moss here.
Yep. While I go ahead and make the bow for it. I have some really neat patriotic ribbon here. So we're going to make a really fun bow today. It's going to be a bow that has a lot of loops in it and a lot of tails, a lot of ears. And we're only going to do a 4-loop bow and do it with 2 tails on it like that. Now what we're going to do is take our other ribbon that we have, this pretty one that has the stars on it in the blue, and we'll take that and we're going to fold that in here. So now what I'm going to do is a little bit of the red, white, and blue ribbon in the burlap that has the stars on it.
Oh, that looks
and
great.
Just bring that in here for a different texture, different colors, a little bit wider ribbon. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put a wire on this, and that's just going to go right around the center here, and it's going to hold all of these layers together.
Oh, cute.
Okay, and now what I'm going to have you do while I go ahead and start this is I'm going to have you dovetail all of the ends of the ribbon so that it looks really good. And when we dovetail, remember, we just fold it in half and you cut from the fold out to the point, okay? So to start with on our wreath, we're going to be hanging it like this so that the block is on the side. I just have some ficus leaves here, and we do have our picks on these already. I cut these apart and put the picks on. We've taped them. So we're going to start and just lay this out like that. So you can see we're starting to get some shape to our wreath now. What I have right now is some Boston fern, so I'm gonna add some fronds of that in here. What we're doing is, again, we're building up textures, layers, and different greens. So now you can see it's starting to come together there.
I like it.
Now what I'm doing is those ficus branches that I used, I cut off a lot of the smaller branches that were at the bottom, and I'm just have a lot of choosing those to fill in a little bit now so that when we have it all done, we don't area where there's nothing on the wreath.
All right.
We're going to start now with, I just have some burgundy red cherry blossoms. I didn't go with bright red. I went with a sort of a
muted colors. Yeah, I love the
and
muted
then
colors.
the white has a little bit of the ivory in the center. Because we're just going to, again, follow that same line, that half moon crescent that we have, and bring that out, lengthen that a little bit. Now we're going to start with our white. And in our white, we have a white daisy that, again, has a little bit of cream to the center of it. And we're just going to start to add some of that in. I didn't want to go with a real stark white on this, again, for the same reason. I don't want to pull that white color into it. I want to do it so that it has the look of that antique. And I think what we're going to do now is switch to the blue. And I know in real life there's no blue daisies.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of knows.
Yeah.
We go with it though.
Blue flowers are hard to find in nature.
Right?
Yes, they really are. But we're going to add these in because we want it to be our red, white, and blue. So now that we have the bow ready to go here, you can see we have all the ends and the loops ready. We're going to take and pull that right into the center of our wreath here.
Oh,
and we're just going to
I cannot believe the exact match of the red and the blue.
Oh, thank you. We're going to take this, pull it back behind here, and twist it together so that we keep our bow where we want it at. We're just twisting the 2 ends together. Then what we're going to do is we're not going to cut that off. We're going to fold that in so that we don't have a rough edge back here.
All right.
Okay?
All right, for this, so it won't scratch anything.
Scratch anything, correct. Now, I have some blueberries here that I just want to sort of pop in right around the edges of the bow. And I just thought they would look really nice.
Yeah, they add that little extra texture too, don't they?
Now what we want to do is we are going to take flag and we're going to run it underneath our wire that's holding our ribbon, sort of at an angle right here. And just like that.
So nice.
It's all ready for your 4th of July
I
celebration.
love it.
You can get this through Inspired Designs. That's my website, and that is at keithphelps.com. And we have different wreaths listed on that, and we will be having some hours of the studio open during July and August. So if you check there, you can see what the hours are that we're going to have the studio open. We would love to see you.
Great. Keith, thank you so much for helping us get ready to celebrate the 4th of July. We really appreciate it, and a happy 4th of July to you.
To you and your family too.
Thanks, Keith.